Don't forget to listen.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Karina. I'm from Colombia.
I'm Marcela, I'm from Romania.
Sheila from Indonesia.
And I'm Hero from Indonesia as well.
It's a pleasure to present our project. So, a little index, we are talking about brief, profile, philosophy, and then we are show you what is our concept and the conclusion. We choose the brief number 1, the creative lab. We choose the brief number 1, the poliform lab as the whole. Why? Because we want to design a new creative project in order to maximize the relationship between the poliform lab. Because we want to give like a real life, a brand experience, the product offer and the knowledge about the poliform lab. And our goal is enhancing the global brand image, the customer service, sales, loyalty, and the most important thing, have the opportunity to new solutions and new ideas for poliform lab. How to attract people to come to poliform lab, how to make the experience better inside the poliform lab, how to let people know about the poliform lab around the world, not only me. Awareness of the brand. How we can resolve all these problems. So to resolve it, we need to see the big picture about the poliform lab. At first, we need to understand what is it, where is it, and what is the profile. So as we obviously know, poliform lab is inside the poliform village when we can find the 3 branches of poliform: poliform contract, and Varela kitchen. And inside the poliform lab, everybody knows we have different areas. Now, poliform village was designed by Carlos Colombo. It's very important that they take care and you take care about the surrounding and the ecosystem, and they reach the great international project. Now, obviously, the most important thing and the nucleus of the poliform village is, who are the users inside the poliform lab? Who is going there? So, business people, from investors to retailers, creative people, from architects, interior design, or also the students, and the communication, which is very important inside the poliform lab. Now, the important thing is the user's interaction inside the poliform is very important because they can feel and be in touch to the marketing web showcase, showroom, shooting and styling, communication, contract, and the cafe. Now, this is the important. Poliform lab, the most important thing is the nucleus is the poliform lab, because here the products are the actors and you are in touch. You can feel, experience, and see all the portfolio that have poliform, and that's very important. It's like a big ask that you have. Now, your strength, that's what we see and what we analyze, is that you can be in touch with the whole essence of poliform lab, because you can interact. And not only with the furniture, but with you have a whole experience. And this is very important that the factory is near to the poliform lab, because you can feel and really experience and know why it's 100% made in Italy. Now, we also realize that everything has details, and you take care about everything, and this is very, very important. And we saw the versatility of the furniture. Not only take the furniture for the poliform lab or showrooms, but also for your office.
And for the weakness, as we all know, for the poliform lab, people tend to behave less free and more formal because they interact with this bourgeois, luxurious environment. And for the communication, we have this specified schedule, so it's less spontaneous. And for the communication from the website, like we all know, the pressbook material doesn't provide sufficient data and information. For the video, it's too formal, not communicating. And still from the website, it has no stimuli to invite people, sorry to say, but for the Facebook, no updates. And as a conclusion, Poliform Lab is designed way too beautiful as it looks and feels like a museum, and this is not supporting the idea and the philosophy of my life. That's why it influences the way people behave within it, and the communication used today is too static and not maximal. And for the comparison, well, Poliform Lab is this is like Poliform Labs today, and the other one is the philosophy of my life. So you can see this dynamic and this like too cold and static. So inside the Poliform Lab, we have two missing points. Sorry. The first thing that we need to resolve with trying to give ideas and solutions is the knowledge about the Poliform Lab around the whole world. And the second one is give more dynamism, because Poliform Lab is beautiful, it's perfect, but we need to see a little bit more dynamicity inside. So how we are going to resolve? For the knowledge, we are going to use the powerness of the mouth-to-mouth thanks to the trendsetters. We are going to choose different trendsetters, and we are inviting inside the Poliform Lab. Now, for the part of the dynamicity, we are trying to create experience inside the Poliform Lab to feel this ambience of my life.
So in order to fill the missing gaps, now we kind of take a step back and we try to re-understand the philosophy behind my life. So my life, according to Poliform, is the house and the style according to which it's furnished, represent the personality and life as it and many other words could describe life. And it's believed that it must be the only word that contains every variation of feelings and emotions. But above all, life is dynamic. So this is the keyword that we want to highlight here in our concept. Now we come to our macro concept. Our macro concept is basically to select the trendsetters from around the world. We have 3 persons from 10 countries, 10 different countries. So in total we'll have 30 invitees. But they have to be based on the potential and quality of their current project, and they have to be the icon persons in the field of their profession. So they have to be really the icon persons are the trendsetters from different backgrounds, like the architect, interior, photographer, graphic designer, and editor. But let us just choose one of them, which is Hisai Igarashi. We're just going to use her as our example, as our user persona. So Hisai Igarashi is basically from Tokyo, Japan. She's an interior and product designer. These are a couple of the examples of her projects and her publications. She's doing this international project from Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Beijing, to Paris. And why she writes as a Poliform target user? Because she has this more than 20 years experience. She has very unique philosophy. She's running international projects and winning global awards. She has this experience in visiting Salone del Mobile. So basically she came to Milano in 2012, but her concern was some of her concerns are like time schedule, languages, accommodation, city guide, security, and transport. So she has all these troubles that we're going to solve. How do we get Igarashi to go to Poliform Lab? So we're just going to take her as an example. Here now we have our concept strategy, the final point. So we call them as 4 days in my life, or my life 4 days. It's basically a program activity to create a strong bond that links between Poliform and target users effectively in 4 days' time. So, as what I say, as we mentioned before, there will be the lucky 30 invitees, and they will fully experience the world of Poliform in 4 days. And they will collaborate together and with the other experts from multi-countries. So here are a few examples of the campaigns in the media, such as magazine or website.
Which are the target users, but also make the journey easier for Poliform. So we have these partner examples that will show along the presentation that you should pay attention, especially. You would be interested in doing it. the focus from the offices that you currently have at the lab and transform everything into the showroom. So everything's more casual, sitting in the sofas, touching and feeling the furniture and living it, let's say. And you can also have workshops, for example. You can invite somebody like Davide Oldani, who's one of Italy's most famous. He shares his experience. We also want to extend your experience. Here's the photo album so you can remember us.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.